Welcome to Tales from the Flipside, bringing you a special episode where we're doing a crossover episode with Cover Picks, Ninth Wonders channel. In the description, you can link and subscribe to his channel, where he does an episode every week on Wednesdays before Deal or Flipside or The Price is Wrong or whatever game show we have going on that night. So let me do the quick intro video, and then we'll let Ninth explain the rules.
All right, so I guess I'm taking this thing over now. So let's jump right into it, guys. So this is Cover Picks, the Prospect Edition. This is going to work just like any fantasy football draft. It's snake order. So the person that goes first in the first round is going to go last in the second round. And then they'll be, first in the third round or, something like that. Anyways, everybody is going to get 3 picks apiece. The first 2 rounds, we're going to do raw books under $50 FMV. And then the last round, we're going to all pick from a 9A slab that's priced around or below $150 a piece. We're going to spin a random wheel to decide the draft order. And the big thing about this is that we're just showing you guys some of the hottest spec books that we all accumulated together and kind of made a draft list of books to pick from. And this is going to give you a different way to look at these books and see how we prioritize the different books that we had on this list. Without getting too deep into anything, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can spin the wheel and figure out who's going to be drafting where. We got a lot of good books on this list from a lot of different minds in the community. I just want to thank everybody who came out tonight and stayed up late to help participate in this crazy idea of mine. And I want to thank Aaron for all the time that he helped to kind of plan and put this thing together. And let's go ahead and get this started, man. Let's see who's gonna get the first pick.
Let's go, baby.
Ooh, and I guess we can take this time too to introduce everyone that's on the panel.
I thought I was gonna get the first pick.
Fucking bullshit.
All right, so damn,
bullshit.
I forgot that. I'm excited. I'm moving fast.
Spin that shit again, dude. Bullshit.
while we spinning the wheel, let's kick it off. Y'all know me, the Ninth Wonder. Rob, what's good, baby?
Nothing much, man. Just hanging out with the guys. Nothing else going on whatnot wise. Still got some stuff in shipment on its way, but keep an eye out for those notifications.
Ooh, it looks like Rob goes second.
Rob with the second pick.
Fuck?
All right. Yeezy, what's good with you, man?
I just got out of Old School Comics. I didn't realize I was going to be on back-to-back podcasts tonight, but, why not? And I'm excited to, actually, this is my first draft. I never played fantasy football or anything like that, so this should be fun.
Hell of a way to start then. Oh, no, look.
Pick any book?
Oh, so that means you get to pick twice now? Is that what happens?
So. Yeah, I forgot to remove myself from the wheel.
Motherfucking
all right. Well, I'm hoping I get last now at this point.
I'm cheating already.
All right, Samson, what's up?
Hood is number 4. Hood is the number 4 pick.
All right, Samson, how's it going? Long time no see you.
I know.
Is this a red pill or blue pill?
Red pill. Yeah. All right.
Oh, I was hoping to go last, but that works.
Steve was the last pick. Now, last pick, in my opinion, is the best pick because you get back-to-back picks when you want to win the last pick.
All right, so I can live with that.
Who got the first pick?
Samson.
It was Samson. Then it was Rob.
Samson.
Yeah.
Then it was fucking my piece of shit ass. Then it was Joe, then Aaron, and then Steve. Okay. All right.
So does it put it in the snake order then for the next round?
It's automatically gonna put it in the snake order. And
And is there a limit of time before we have to pick a book
You know,
by? Or...
on my show, it's 30 seconds. You know, you got 30 seconds to get your pick in. But you know, let's make sure everybody is in, you know, and everybody can see the draft board before we start. And I understand we got some guys here that's never even done a fantasy football draft before, so I'm gonna be lenient, and we just gonna kind of be free flowing today. We're not gonna do that 30-second type rule. We're not gonna do that tonight. But just to give y'all a quick rundown of the books that we have in the pool, we got Amazing Spider-Man 51, which is it's a recent release, but it's from the Last Remaining story run. Obviously, Peter Parker, Doctor Strange cover, all of these crazy psychedelic colors. I just thought it would be a great book, to have on the list. We got a Amazing Spider-Man photo variant. Joe, I believe you submitted this.
You're
Yes,
muted.
I did.
Oh.
I did.
Okay.
That's mine.
We got some She-Hulk love. I think this is Avengers.
Pick Joe's pick. Is that
Yeah.
Yes, you can pick Joe's
anybody?
pick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can pick any books on the list.
Don't you pick my book, man.
I'm gonna pick all your books, Joe.
We got some
bullshit, man.
So we got a lot of good books here. Classic X-Men. That was submitted by Rob's Comics, I believe. Department of Truth cover A, which is still underpriced. We got Dexter #1. Dexter just came back on Showtime.
Yeah, bro.
We got Doctor Strange. I believe this is a Panini Dell'Otto. Foreign, Rob?
Yep.
Is that? All right.
Ooh,
Italian
nice.
Dell'Otto.
Damnation, Doctor Strange. We got Hawkeye Generations, the 1 in 50.
Man, whoever nominated those Blade covers, that was a smart play.
Yeah, House of Slaughter, The Hunt, Infinity. That Scotty Young, Philadelphia cover. Mace Windu, Raza cover. Marvel Action Avengers. This was a submission by Joe. Marvel Age Spider-Man Unmasked. Doc Ock basically doing what he does in the fucking trailer on Peter. Marvel Age, another dope She-Hulk cover.
Mama.
Spider-Man #1, the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is actually a slab pick. Somebody wanted that in the 9.8. Namor, the Best Defense, the 1 in 25. Is this Perillo?
Chichetto.
Marco.
Chichetto, yes. Chichetto. Peter Parker is Spectacular Spider-Man photo variant in a 9.8. Invincible Red Sonja variant.
Wow, damn, go back to that cover.
I know. That's a bad pick, man.
Wow.
I know that has to be.
Carla Coleman.
Oh, my goodness. Mama.
Was that a long short pick?
Secret Avengers. Yeah, I think so. I think
so.
long short submitted that. Secret Avengers #3. This is the 1 in 25 variant with Lady Bullseye on there. We got She-Hulk. What is this? #50?
Yeah, Adam Hughes. Foil
Adam
cover.
Hughes. Something is Killing the Children. The local comic book shop day variant in a 9.8. Spider-Gwen Heat. I'm pretty sure Aaron put that on there. Spider-Gwen #34.
I think this smells like Aaron. Like all these
wow.
orders. I got stuck on S, so.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. That second print, I've never seen this book in a while before.
I found it in a Midtown.
I got
if
a
you can believe
98
it or
if
not.
you want one, man.
Oh, I
got a
sold
couple
that.
of 98s.
The Blade, Strike Force #1, Greg Corn variant.
Oh man, I think I sold that too early now.
Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile in the 9.8, and War Machine #1 in the 9.8. So first up is My Comic Book Journey, Samson. What are you gonna do for your first pick, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick my pick, the Hawkeye 1 in 50 Generations for the cover.
Okay.
Do you have to explain? You just pick it. That's it.
Yeah, no. It's just, tell us why you're taking this book.
Oh well, basically, They're just I mean, all the upcoming MCU characters are all on the cover. You got Kamala, everybody's favorite, and you got Kate Bishop, we got Riri, and we got Miles. And this 50, it was really tough for me to find this book out in the wild, and I got very lucky. It's you don't really see it that often. And I just like the cover, man. I mean, it's Alex Ross. Um, but when the Generations, when it came out in 2017, I think there were like a dime a dozen. There was a lot of covers, but this one you rarely see. So I'm choosing that because when these shows pop, why not get everybody on the cover on, on one comic book?
Yeah,
Pretty
man, I
much the
love this.
champions on
I
the
love
front.
this pick. I've been looking for this book, man. We we did something on Drunken Chat about a month or two ago, and this was one of the covers I bought up. I think it was doing Ultra's Spec Matrix for Kate Bishop Hawkeye, and I don't think he had this cover on here, and I brought it up that this is definitely an underrated Kate Bishop Hawkeye cover. But then you get that added bonus with Miles, Riri, Kamala Khan,
Yeah.
and then
No,
you
I
got
think
the veterans behind them.
I remember that episode. It was actually Lucas is the one that mentioned it because you guys were like arguing. You guys were
Well,
debating about the book. And I go, I know that book because actually there's a vanishing point variant for Secret Empire that has the whole connecting variant on it. So
well, and then also one thing I do want to mention is like I remember when I first joined Flipside, who was it? Longshort, he gave away a second print to from the prospect list to like a viewer or something like that. So
I remember
and I
that one
think
too.
yeah, and I think Carter just recently found one not too long ago on one of his haul videos.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of giveaways, before we get into Rob's pick, I do have a giveaway planned tonight. So we got Deadpool number 3, the Stan Sakai 1 in 25 variant. We
Nice.
have Phoenix song Echo, the 1 in 25 variant. And then we have Static Shock, the Akira homage. This was an open order variant, but it's doing pretty good on the secondary market. So the way the giveaway is going to work tonight, do we got anybody got people in the live chat?
We have 44 people in the live chat,
Okay.
and then some
So if
people are
you're
just
in the
coming
live
in.
chat,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. If you're in the live chat, at the end of the night, I want you guys to tell us who had the best draft. The person who has the most votes is going to go home with 2 of these books, and one of the people from the audience is going to walk away with one of these books. The way it's going to work is whoever we choose in the audience, you will get to choose one of these 3 books, and then the person on the panel with the best picks, they'll get the remaining 2 books. So we're gonna feed the people, then we're gonna feed the guys on the panel. So they get to pick their cover, and then you get the leftovers. But these some pretty good leftovers to have left over. Because it's a couple of nice books in here. So that's the giveaway portion of it. So stick around, for the giveaway because you pretty much guaranteed at worst a 1 in 20, a 1 in 25. So. So Rob, what are you gonna do with the second pick in the draft, brother?
I'm going to pick that Marvel Age 76, the She-Hulk pinup cover. And the reason I'm picking that cover is because, one, I'm a She-Hulk fanatic, if nobody knows. But in that run of Marvel Age, this is the one that she's on the cover by herself. This is the only one. The other one, she's on there with, like Polaris and Boom Boom and stuff like that. So this one was a straight But the moment I saw it, I was like, okay, I need 3 copies of that just because. And it's just one of those covers that you can't just skip over. It's John Byrne, just a classic cover of She-Hulk.
And then will we be able to add dollar in as long as we don't finish the first round, right? Like within this 5 minutes?
No, we can't. No, we can't go back and add we can't add anybody in because it would upset the balance of the draft, and we can't really like stop and because once I create it, it's like a process where I can't go back through and retroactively add people in. So,
We can use him to phone a friend then.
yeah, we can do that. Well, you know what? I mean, we can bootleg add dollar in. You know, we can just kind of like insert them at the last pick, and he just had to tell me what book he wants, and I'll pull it up. Just fucking get dollar in here, man. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna make it work one way or another. All right. So Rob took the Marvel Age 76. Beautiful She-Hulk cover. I like that a lot, man. All right. So now it's on me. It's on me, baby. Damn, as bad as I want to go with one of my picks, I think I'm gonna steal from somebody else on this panel because it's a lot of good books on here, man. You guys really brought the heat. I really like this Strike Force #1, this Greg Horn variant with freaking Blade on the side of the van. I don't know. That's just a dope cover to me. And I value art over anything else. So it's probably some books on here that are worth more. That'll probably be worth more in the future. But I really like this cover. This is not a book I've seen out in the wild before, so that's gonna be my first pick. All right, Red Hood, it's on you, brother.
I'm gonna go with my Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man photo variant with
Emma Stone,
Andrew Garfield, and Spider-Gwen.
Look, we was talking about this before we went on air. If she fucking the Spider-Gwen,
man, dude, that's Gwen Stacy right there, bro. Mama.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, like these photo variant covers, you know, and since all these Spider-Men are going to be in the next movie, you know, there's already a lot of movement on eBay right now for these books, and deservedly so. I mean, they so undervalued for a long time, but as movie variant spec continues to creep up, I mean, like these Spider-Man movie variants are just going to continue to go up. And you know, some people say that Andrew Garfield in the trailer was the one reaching out to Zendaya, probably to right a wrong and you know, kind of a little redemption there. But
I was gonna put this in the cover picks too. The Adam Hughes.
It's too expensive, dude.
Oh,
Not
but if
the
it's from
Mexican
Mexico,
one.
yeah.
Oh, it's a Mexican one? Yeah,
Yep.
Mexicans are cheap.
Oh my god, we're gonna get canceled.
No, we're not because I'm Hispanic, bro. I have every right to talk about my own race.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
self-hate is okay. No.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
But look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all this. These photo variants, man, they starting to grow more and more on me. Just because I think the way people are so fixated towards movies, it makes sense to combine the best of both worlds. You know, honestly. I picked up a Killmonger photo variant from Mighty Male V.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
is
awesome.
Surefire 9.8. I need to get it graded. But I picked it up for a friend because she bought a the what's buddy name that passed away? Chadwick Boseman. She bought the photo variant of of a Black Panther book in the 9.8 from me. So I was like, I'm gonna find you the Killmonger to go with it and get that graded as well, so you can have the set. I just think, man, it's a lot of potential in these books, and kids that's growing up, they gonna remember Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger, and in the future, they see this, on the wall at a Comic-Con. That's probably gonna be the book that they buy over something else. So I don't even think we begin to see the highs and lows of what these books will do in the future, especially if you get them graded, if you get them autographed, gold labeled. Man, I think it's a good play, man. I'm loving seeing these books on the list. Where in the beginning I was kind of skeptical about it. I was like, I don't know about these photo variants, but I'm starting to see the light on them now, man.
Nah, you can already tell. Like after this movie, you're going to see Andrew Garfield at all these signings, and Tobey Maguire signing, and getting a cash grab because they make shitty movies, other than the Spider-Man. Right? That's what they all do. You get all these Karate Kid rejects and Back to the Future rejects and everything signing and everything. And, oh, we got a big star. Biff. Biff is signing right from Back to the Future and all that, whatever,
All right, Yeezy Yee, what's up, man? It's your fifth pick.
All
It's on
right.
you, brother.
I'm gonna have to. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Department of Truth #1.
Of course you would.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tynion, and then this is a classic cover A, and for the price that it is right now, I feel like it's pretty cheap, especially if you miss the boat on it. And then this was in a time period when Diamond was still accepting returnability for this, so stores that over ordered this to get like all the incentives or whatever, they sent it back a lot of the cover A's and the Frozen covers, because that was probably what was ordered. And then
I pressed out the only 9.9 in that book, bro.
Congrats on that. I mean, because how many are graded for 9.8s? Like it's
like
over
1,800.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was over 1,500. And then I mean, we're still just waiting for option news to more official news to drop on that.
I still feel like that book is underpriced. And I don't know what it is. You know what? I don't know what it is, but that book is definitely underpriced.
It's funny because it had a huge jump like when it first released, and then it started dipping for a little bit, and then when they announced they were doing the fourth print is when the option use first came out, and then they started doing fifth and sixth and so forth, and then that's when it's hyped up again. So definitely media based.
And I think once people see that they actually are doing something with the franchise, like if they some photos leak from the scene of the movie or something like that, I think that'll cause it to jump again. I think right now people are just kind of skeptical, like, well, how do we really know this is going to be turned into a movie? Because everybody's so much stuck in that mind state of, well, it being an option doesn't mean anything, because a lot of books get optioned and then they never see the light of day. So I just think it could be a lot of that that's stuck in the people's mind. But I also know there's a lot of this book printed too. So
and then it could also be the situation where it's dependent on how well the audience receives something that's killing the children, because we know that's coming to Netflix at some point in time. So it could be like, let's see how Tynion's work translates from comics to on the screen.
Yeah, that's important. All right, Steve, you've been waiting all night, brother. It's your turn. You got the 6th pick. Let's make the Earth sick.
This
Okay.
is my comic journey.
I'm gonna pick.
It does, but it's really Steve. I reversed them. I put Steve first, name first, but I know who it's.
Whatever. But I'm going to pick my own book. I'm going to pick Infinity the Hunt #1. I like that because it's one of those books like Avengers Arena or Young Avengers that has like almost 10 first appearances in it. And even though a lot of those characters haven't been seen since the series, all one of them has to do is hit. And three of them are Wakandan heroes. I think this came on my radar because when I was reading the Coates run of Black Panther, I was like, who's this Asha hero? And, I was like, oh, she first appears in Infinity the Hunt #1. And then I discovered there's a bunch of other ones. There's 2 other Wakanda heroes and 3 Asian heroes. And it's the first appearance of the Wakandan School for Alternative Studies and the Pan-Asian School for the Unusually Gifted, which is Asian heroes led by Jimmy Woo. So I'm like, that checks a lot of boxes, and it's cheap. And I like cheap. So,
Yeah, I like that, man. You basically money balling on the first appearance. You only need one to hit. You get a book with a lot of first appearances. Look, I only need one of them to hit. There's nothing wrong with it. That's look, you playing the odds. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so
Steve's up again.
Get Steve's back up again.
Oh wow!
Excuse me. Thank you.
Let's see. What would I do next? Well,
you know what? I fucked something up.
What's that?
I don't know what I did wrong, but Steve is the number 6 pick, but for some reason it did not.
Oh, it didn't snake draft it, or
it's supposed to be a snake draft, but it just like totally skipped over Steve. Let's go back to that.
That's just my luck.
That's why you get 2 picks.
It says My Comic Book Journey, but it should really say My Bargain Comics.
See, Ninth Wonder already cheating on Flipside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like Steve had really good points on that book, and I want it for myself now.
We can't have anything nice here, man.
I was trying to read about Classic X-Men 1. Gosh, I remember picking that up.
How's it going, Michael Palmer? Welcome into the show. We're doing a cover draft pick with spec books. Ninth Wonder has a show weekly that covers over FOC, and we decided to combine the 2 shows together and see what happens.
Yeah, so we're just fucking.
We just finished. Let's see, comic book drip doggy. We just finished our first round of picks. We're making sure that Steve's book gets placed in, so no one tries to pick it. And then it looks like Ninth figured it out.
What you pick, Steve?
Let's see. What did I pick? Oh yeah, the Infinity the Hunt.
Yeah, I was looking at that book, man, all week. So I wanted to put that on there. All right, there you go, Steve. All the wrongs have been righted.
All right. Well, that gave me time to think about my next pick because I wasn't really sure. But you know what? I guess I'm going to steal one of them. I like that sensational She-Hulk 50.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That checks a lot of the boxes. The foil, the hues, the cleavage,
the negative space,
even the what do they call that? The corner box is cool.
Corner box, all black cover, hard. What they say?
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah. Tough 9-8, right? Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this She-Hulk show. I think I might be the only one, but
Nah, man, that's going to
No.
be a great show, dude.
yeah.
Oh man, I'm up. I guess I should pick a book.
It's
da-
up.
da- da-
Who up? Who's up?
Yeah, it's me.
It's you. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna steal one of Dollar's books that he nominated. I'm gonna pick the Mace Windu Jedi of the Republic, Star Wars, the number 1 in 10. So one thing I do remember when Lucas was still a part of, like, I guess the creative team on doing Star Wars instead of just collecting a royalty check, was that someone asked him, "Is Mace Windu still alive?" I think the definitive answer was, "Yeah, he's still alive." So, what if we get like a Samuel L. Jackson cameo appearance of Mace Windu at some point in time? I mean, Star Wars is like, they're starting to, I feel like they're starting to scramble on stuff, like where, they're canceling shows, or, directors are getting fired or whatever. And, I think it's something that we need to, look for a new hope for. Haha.
He could do snakes on a TIE fighter.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Snakes on a TIE fighter.
Dude, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What if he did a cameo in The Mandalorian this season, or fucking Book of Boba Fett?
I mean, yeah, they brought back Boba Fett, so why couldn't they bring back Mace at some point in time?
Yeah.
Bro, because
No
the
doubt.
Emperor lit his ass up. I'll tell that power.
I mean, we'll see.
All right. Let's see who is next. We have Joe. You are up, sir.
All right. I'm
you
going to
picking
go
from the
with.
cameo?
I'm going to go with my pick. I'm going to go with the Marvel Age with Doc Ock. I think he passed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like this book.
So if you guys saw the trailer the other night or last night, he goes, "You're not Peter Parker," right? So I saw this cover and I was like, "Holy shit, that's straight out of the trailer." So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's it. That's my cover and that's my pick. Cover picks.
Yeah, I like that. And so basically, you're saying, this is just straight out of the movie trailer, or the movie trailer took this, straight out of the comics and they put it into the trailer. I look, man, personally, people know my speculation. I love low-hanging fruit like this, where we taking something from the comics and putting it into a movie. I just think it gives a book that much more value. I mean, everybody generally loves these movies. That's what's driving the spec nowadays. I love that pick, man. I just wish I could find a better image of that cover. It was hard to find a good, clear image of that.
Hey Joe, Blind Adam is asking, which Marvel Age issue is that? It says it's from 2006, but is there an issue number for it?
I think it's number 11.
And how's it going, Blind Adam?
Blind Adam, what's up? All right, so it's back on me. Damn, man, so many good books.
Yeah, it makes it hard to pick actually when there's extra books on the plate still, right?
Yeah, it does, man. It's normally not like that on my show. We normally just have like a set, amount of books, and it's just kind of warfare. But it's a little bit different tonight. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this book, man.
I knew you would. I knew you were gonna go that book, dog.
Dexter #1, man. I feel like this book is so slept on, man.
Big time, dude.
Dexter ran for like 7 seasons. They just brought it back for an 8th season up. That just started coming on 2 weeks ago. Man, low print count. I think even the cover A only had like 25,000 issues out there. The cover A direct alone is a tough 9.8 because the paper is more like a cardstock paper, but it's not like a really good cardstock paper. So they don't stand up, to any kind of damage well. But they have a 1 in 25 of this. There's a newsstand edition out there, which is super rare because it's a modern newsstand. So that was only like what 1%, maybe 0.5% of the entire printing. And it's a second print out there as well, which is included in the totals from the overall print from cover A. So just to find a number one is not necessarily an easy task in high grade, but when you get to the 1 in 25, the newsstand, the second print, man, it's pretty hard to find. I passed up on a 1 in 25 for like $40 earlier this year, and now I regret it because I got everything except the 1 in 25 on this book. But this is just one of my personal favorites. I was a big Dexter fan. I still am now that the show is back.
Yep.
And this is his first appearance in comics, and I like the fact that it's a Marvel, that it was published by Marvel as well. So I felt like that would add a little bit of extra value to the casuals out there who might not know 100% about this show. But it was a phenomenal show, and the new season has started off well. Generally once the books gets optioned, or we know it's gonna have a live TV show or movie, they normally go through the roof, and I just feel like this is one that's flying below the radar. But I know Joe was a fan of this book as well.
Were you the one that found the newsstand copy?
Yeah, I did. I got it off of eBay, man. Like,
nice.
Nobody was searching for it. So yeah, I still need to get that graded. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a 9.8, but it should be like 9.4 minimum. Probably come back to 9.6. But for a modern newsstand and a book like this, that's pretty nice.
Well, I think that's one of those things too. Like when you're looking on eBay, sometimes like the seller will overlook that they have especially with the newer Marvel stuff, they'll overlook that they have a newsstand copy for sale.
Yeah.
I mean, has anyone else ran into that kind of thing? Like,
oh yeah,
when shopping for modern books. I mean,
I picked up a Batgirl #1 newsstand. I picked up a couple of them for like FMV, like $10, and I was like, oh shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know when Longshort was on a lot, we were talking about a lot of the Marvel photo variants, and I found that Thor one that was a newsstand, which I guess came out of a 3-pack or whatever, which I thought was kind of crazy.
It's some modern newsstands out there, and I always said we need to do a bangers or something on these modern newsstands. Like my LCS had a Ultimate Fallout 4 newsstand, and like I want to say it was like a 9.0 or something like that. And for the longest, I was like, man, why do they got this Ultimate Fallout 4 priced at X and X amount of dollars at an outrageous price? And then finally, one day I just got up on the case and look, I was like, oh, it's a fucking newsstand. Like, I think that people just, they don't realize, what the exact cutoff point was for a newsstand. So when they see these modern books, they don't think to check, whether or not it's a newsstand or not. So sometimes if you get on eBay, especially if it's like a book that's not like super, super popular, but, still kind of up and coming, if you just look at the pictures closely, man, you'll find some good books and modern books in the newsstand for cheap, man. So that's just something to be on the lookout for, man. Modern newsstands. When was cut off for modern newsstands? 2014, 2013, somewhere around there.
Josh.
He can't give up his honey hole for newsstands. But
like, shut the fuck up. Y'all giving away all the ingredients to the recipe.
Have a good night, Blind Adam, and we'll see you on Drunken Chat.
I would hit up Barnes and Noble all the time back in like 11 or 12 shout out to Trey K, because he's the one who's first shined the light on newsstands for me. And he said, man, you can find badass newsstands at Barnes and Noble. And sure enough, man, they would have racks of comics there, especially like New 52s and stuff like that, all newsstand.
Wait, so I have to know now, Steve, who has more newsstands, you or Dollar? Or is it like a neck and neck race kind of at this point?
I don't know. I'm actually trying to get. I have so many. I'm trying to get rid of some. So yeah, I had a mystery box, some newsstand mystery boxes on Whatnot, and Josh was nice enough to buy some, because some of them had some really cool stuff in them. I'll probably put some more together, because I have like a bunch of copies of Young Avengers newsstands.
What?
Yeah, and Jock Batman covers. This Harley 15 by Dodson.
You're such a dirty flipper, man.
Yeah. Well, I've got it. I've got a newsstand guy. I might before the end of the year pick up another batch. I've got a hookup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got that newsstand plug.
Yeah, I think there was, how they were supposed to be returnable, but I think there's some guy in prison, not for that, but I think he didn't return them, and he kept them.
He's the same guy who tore out the tag of the mattress.
Yeah. So
wait, you're not supposed to do that?
So this guy I met, he like he gets them from this family where the son's in prison. I think for something else, but not for not returning newsstands.
It sounds legit,
Yeah.
Here's a pretty good question that comes up quite often. So if newsstands are 50-50 in 86, then why is G.I. Joe from 82 newsstands so expensive? You have to think about also not only about the print run, but also like how those are handled, like when they're on the newsstand, of where they are. So like if kids are always thumbing through them, and like the condition always like fluctuates, and then like Steve was saying earlier, the returnability about them.
Facts. All right, Rob, it's back on you, brother. Your second pick.
All right. If I'm gonna pick Classic X-Men number 2, and with that, I have the book right here. This is the reprint of X-Men '94. This is probably one of the, in the words of Blind Adam, since he was just here, would be considered a blind, one of those hidden gems. It has the Arthur Adams art. Arthur Adams art. Got the signature right there.
Nice.
But I'm going to give you another reason why I kind of focused on this book, because on the back is a cover art by John Bolton. And me, as the foreign comic nut that you know that I am, you have the Danish and the Norwegian. They use this art. They use this art versus the Arthur Adams. So, 3 queens. It's a full house.
Why don't you have the Swedish one?
There is no Swedish one.
No? Okay. Just curious.
Yeah. Nice try, though. Nice try.
He was just quizzing you.
But yeah, it's a beautiful book. But it's a beautiful book to have, nevertheless. And, with all the other X-Men books skyrocketing through the roof, this is a pretty cheap buy. I got this book for like $7.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's a direct, so it's a great buy. Any of those classic X-Men books is a decent buy, in my opinion.
And is it any spec behind that book, or?
I mean,
and reprints X-Men 94.
Yeah, you got to think X-Men 94 could be a little bit out of a price range for some people, and they would, might try and pick up that book just to have the story, you know.
I mean, what else is also you have? Is it third or fourth appearance of Wolverine in that, and then that kicks off the Claremont run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can never remember like that huge like trinity of Wolverine books to collect.
a lot of people don't like. A lot of people. I'm not gonna say look down on reprints. But me personally, I like reprinted stories. Like the first appearance of M'Baku, I think is reprinted in like one of the Black Panther Jungle Action books, #5 or something like that. Um, I think that's a good book. I think that books like that are good to spec on, especially if it's not a book that's been reprinted a lot. Older books where they didn't do a million reprints like they do nowadays. You kind of look at it like Miss Marvel, like her first solo series, or Dr. Aphra, how the second, third, fourth, fifth prints, are selling, way above, cover price. And some of them even sell more than the cover A. I feel like some of that same energy should be transferred, to older books that were, eventually reprinted, and things of that nature. So just something to look out on, because I think the more educated people come about what a book actually is and what it reprints, I think some of these books are going to jump up in value. I think that's going to be like the next big wave, kind of like how newsstands, started to gain, in popularity. I think we're going to see the same things with some of these older reprints. So just something to be on the lookout for, because some of those books ain't selling for nowhere near what they should be. All right, Samson, it's back on you, bro. With your second pick, looking for a raw book.
I'm gonna
What you
go
got in
with,
mind?
and then is it like Steve? I then it goes back to me, on the third round, or
Um,
does it go
so
back
so
to?
somehow, so you'll pick a raw book and then you'll pick a slab.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I think I'm gonna go with the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, the movie variant.
This one right here.
Yeah, that one. Is that Joe?
That's actually gonna be a slab.
Oh,
So
that's
you
a
can take
slab.
that. Yeah, that can be your next pick, because it's a slab. It's a 9.9. I just couldn't find a good picture of it and
Oh, this is
slabbed
gonna
up.
be tough. I didn't realize it was slab. Shoot. Whew. Now this is hard.
Lots of
Geez,
choices.
Yeah, lots of
too
choices.
many.
See, that's the pressure of the show, man.
I
That's the
mean, just to
pressure.
go up against all those other books, I'm just gonna. Is that Spider Gwen 24? Is that that's not slabbed, is it?
No,
No,
that's
no,
wrong.
it's not. It's wrong.
Yeah, I'll go with something. I'll go with that book because it's
Damn it!
it's starting to trend. And I mean, I think people they're gonna have wait a while for it to pop, but it maintains its value. It's pretty tough to come by. It's a black cover. Um, if there's ever a Gwenum in the future, that book will, that book will, sell.
Yeah,
Might as well.
it's funny because I was the one that nominated it, and I was like it may be a long stretch, but who knows? Like especially like with the whole Venom in credit, I think that opens the possibilities. Like as soon as we see Spider Gwen, but I mean like that could be a long stretch too at the same time. But I
Yeah,
mean, who knows with the No Way From Home, what that could
yeah.
open up.
40 minutes.
I think there's a lot. There's a decent fan base for Gwenum. Um, and I don't know. I think it just has plenty of room to grow. It's gonna be a tough book to grade. Um, that's pretty much
I actually
it.
found my copy in your neck of the woods, Samson.
Oh,
I
really?
found it at I found it at a Midtown.
Oh, nice. I sold mine too soon. But I don't know. I think it's a good book. Going against all the other ones, I don't know if I'm gonna win though, but
Oh, a lot of the
but
audience members are saying into the Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, maybe. But I like going with things that are trending right now. I think they're more liquid, for a couple weeks. And then my third pick for the slab. Oh man, I really wanted to pick mine, but I would go. I would go with the Tom Holland.
God damn
But
it, dude.
with with Joe was talking about it, and Ninth Wonder, all this stuff makes sense. And when I put two and two together, I
Asshole,
think the
man.
Spider, this the No Way Home. I think it's gonna be a huge hit. But the reason why I'm not picking it because of that. I'm picking it because of the actor Tom Holland. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I recently watched a movie. I think it was on Netflix, maybe Amazon Prime. But I was impressed. I was like, wow, man, Tom Holland is a beast. I don't know what kind of movies he's gonna start picking after this, but I think he's gonna. I
Uncharted.
think a lot of chicks dig him.
Oh
I love
yeah, he's gonna do
Spider-Man.
Uncharted, man.
Okay. But I just think it's a good play down the road. If you get it signed, I think people will actually buy it. I like the guy, I like the Spider-Man. That's pretty much it. That's the reason why I picked it. I think it just has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's this book, man. Look, the cover on it is simple, but it's still a nice cover. And I just see these actors, man. They done figured it out. Like, let me go be in one of these superhero movies. Then I know for if I don't want to do shit else, I can pop up at Comic Cons once a month, get paid a shitload of money to sign autographs, and that's
Yep,
it.
that's what I would do.
Is this the
And
only
you,
one, Joe, of him on it? I thought I could have sworn I
Yeah.
seen more. Uh, well, this might be
Only one
the.
outside of this is a movie promo.
Hmm, okay.
Did was there not one for Civil War where he's masked still?
That doesn't count.
Yeah,
I,
but
I,
he's you don't see Tom Holland's face though.
I want to see
Okay.
some Tom Holland goodness.
True.
yeah, I imagine that that if Tom Holland face is on the photo on the cover of these books, that I think these people are getting got to be getting some type of royalties off of it, man. And Marvel, I mean, comic books don't have a high margin of profit anyway, so you don't want to be cutting them too big of a piece of the pie, man. Or maybe it's just like they can appear on a certain amount of covers, but they got to have that cooked into the contract somehow. Because if you notice, we don't get a lot of photo variants, especially with the way that Marvel likes to run concepts into the ground. Because they
Hmm.
can do a Scotty Young cover for every fucking release because they probably
Yeah.
getting a good rate on Scotty Young's art. So if you would think these photos are, it takes a fucking second to snap a photo. You would think that they will be doing more and more of these photo variants, but the fact that they aren't, it tells you that it has to be something associated with cost as to why we don't get a lot of these photo variants. So just another reason, if you see these photo variants, I don't care who it is, stack up on them, take them to cons with you, good trade bait, especially if you can bring a dealer a stack of photo variants and swap it out for something else, like just another
Well, and then Tom Holland does show up to conventions also. Like
yeah.
I know he's been in one in Houston, so
If
Oh, and get
CGC
his
want my
autograph
money,
now before he's charging $700 like fucking Robert Downey. So
I mean I'm pretty sure it was still like $300 to $500 for his signature, but
that is a 700.
no, it start off 700. That's the crazy part.
What?
yeah, until
1300 to
like
say I am Iron Man. Yeah, good luck with that.
yeah, well yeah, it's like AKA Spider-Man or something like that. So
Yeah. Rob is back on you, brother. This is the slab round. Um, but man, we got a lot of books left over too, man. But this is the slab round, so we're gonna stick with the slabs and then
All right, I'm going with my Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1.
It is right here. I couldn't find a good slab picture of it, so I just threw the.
It's cool. It's the raw. I see the raw picture you had on there.
I got the second print in 9.8.
Nice.
I saw that for cheap in a box, and I said I like the red better, and I left it. I was like, why? But
If you guys
overall,
wanted, you can make me an offer here, man. We can.
I love this cover. I always have. I grabbed this one immediately. I think I bought it 9.6 because it was like $50, and I was like, why not? But then, once again, the foreign angle. I have one of every country that printed it. Gorgeous books. One of them has Miles Morales' costume in foil, where he's just shiny on the front. It's from Brazil. I got the Italian. I got the Spanish. And I have the Mexican too. So all four of those together, I think I showed Ninth Wonder, and he was like, man, he's a beautiful man. And I was like, I know. I don't think I can ever part with him. But overall, I love this. You see the costume. You see New York. You see his face. It checks all the boxes for me as Miles Morales. So to me, this would be the iconic Miles Morales. All the other ones, when he's doing all the spider tricks, this is him standing tall as Miles. In his costume, not Peter Parker Spider-Man, but in his costume.
Yes, sir. This is one of my favorite Miles covers that nobody ever talks about.
Yes, classic.
This man, I actually this is one of my favorite as far as reading it, the story from front to back. This is definitely one of my favorite Miles runs, and this was kind of like, man, like the first run where he was kind of like his own man and not necessarily, hanging on to Peter's coattails, even though Peter is involved, in his story. This is like where Miles started to become like a badass, and really just, kind of like coming to his own, So yeah, man, you can still get this slab for cheap, and I only see Miles books going. They can continue to go up and up and up. So getting into some of his, his solo runs, picking up some of those number ones like this for cheap is definitely, it's a lot of opportunity cost there because you can get these books for cheap, and they're only going to continue to go up in price because most people that collect Miles are completionists for his work anyways.
And 9.8 and this is 200. So I mean, it's very cheap. It's still affordable. It's not up there with the other Miles books, but like to me, like Steve posted, he had his little sign that said classic. To me, this is that one picture that I think of when you think of Miles. He's not doing some trick. He's just standing tall.
Try and find that second print in the 9.8. There's only 7 of them.
And you have 5, right?
Right. I know you probably do.
Hashtag Dirty Flipper.
All right. So it's my pick again. Do I want to take my book or do I want to steal somebody else's pick? You know what? I'm gonna roll with my pick. You know what? Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna steal somebody else. No, you know, I'm gonna go with my pick. I'm gonna go with my pick. So this is my pick. I'm gonna roll with this. House of Slaughter #1. This is the 1 in 50. Crazy to see these are already coming back from CGC. But this is the Nice House on the Lake homage. So if you have that Department of Truth, Something Is Killing the Children homage, or if you have the Something Is Killing the Children, the Department of Truth homage, this goes right along with that whole set. And it was a 1 in 50 on a series that was highly printed, for a #1. So you can get this slab for like $100 to $120 right now, which is a great pickup in my opinion. And I think if Nice House on the Lake gets option, and if we already got Something That's Killing the Children as option, which basically means that House of Slaughter is already an option series, I think that we could see a lot of people coming back, for this cover. And that black cover on this cardstock paper, once a book like this gets damaged, is no coming back, no pressing, there's no pressing or no tricks that you can do to bring a book like this back. So I would say scoop these up at 9.8 while you can, while they're cheap, because definitely a lot of opportunity costs there. I see this book going up, in the future as both of those series continue to go up in popularity. Nice House on the Lake and House of Slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, even though Tynion's not doing as much with DC, he's already stated that he's going to continue with Nice House on the Lake. I mean, why would he not? It's still a creator-owned property. But big shout out to Joe with his pressing. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and show off these because I guess I now have to grade that copy. So I have the something, and then I have the Department of Truth.
Yes, oh, that's sir. Nice, Aaron. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, man, I was wanted that one.
I know, right?
See, I don't. Homage covers. I feel like they're doing too much. But when it makes sense, I love it, and it makes sense with these books because it's the same creator, same. It's all of his children dressing as each other. It's dope. I like it.
Well, and it's the same. I mean, I don't know about this one. So this is a Martin Simmons cover, but with the Department or something is killing the children, but it's Del Eldra. Like he was doing the
right 1 in 100.
Yeah, the ones I was showing out for 1 in 100s. I think the House of Slaughter is a 1 in 50.
Oh, okay.
Because Frizen did the 1 in 100.
Man, I remember when you called that spec. Wasn't it on like the first appearance of this guy on House of Slaughter? Was it the guy that died?
Something is killing the children 6
or something like that.
First appearance of Aaron.
Yeah.
That I guess that was my claim to fame to get on Pro Spec because what was it? The first week I just like saw how everything was working, and then the second week I was like, oh, easy choice, the 1 per store thank you variant.
Yeah. Because
it was the same cost as like cover A, which blew my mind. So.
All right, JoJo, it's on you, brother. I know we done fucked you over this whole draft into a bunch of books you want, but let's see, man. Let's see if it's something. Let's see if we can find you something you like, man, from the candy shop.
I mean, all that means is that Joe had really good picks if everyone's stealing his books.
Yep. That's the shit I'll be complaining about on my show. Look, we all put books on here. Why are y'all stealing my shit? But we was all stealing Joe books tonight. What you gonna do, Joe, man? I don't think no more of your books left, but shit.
Oh God, let me see.
You gotta be a slab too. You gotta be a slab.
Great. We'll go down to the slabs.
We got Something That's Killing the Children, local comic book shop day variant. We got Spawn, number 8. We got Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile in the 9.8.
Let's do Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile.
You made a trade, Joe.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of meat on the bone for this. Like that book is through the roof right now, and the facsimile is the exact duplicate, other than I guess the barcode or whatever, but. Like if you want Ultimate Fallout and you're just getting into the hobby and you want Miles's first appearance and just to have it, like this is the way to go, and it's a nice touch in getting the Miles label up there because that always levels up your book. So like, what are these going for in a slab right now? Like
70 to 80.
Oh man, yeah, I could see this book. I could so see this book ending up to be a $200-300 book. I mean, and what are the raws going for? About $20,
25,
yeah,
30.
So that's a cheap buy-in just to get it slabbed, and why not?
What's the Wonder World Comics variant doing? The Jerkovich. Are they
I can
still
tell
up
you
there?
this. I know a 9.9 sold for $500.
Woof.
Yours?
No, not mine. No, I would never. I would never sell my 9.9. I still got my 9.9. Still got
Okay.
my shit. But
You're like
somebody else that got
that,
a 9.9 sold it for 500 on eBay.
you're
It
like
just fell.
you're like that's staying in my PC for a long time until something better comes up.
I mean, I just think with Miles, we haven't began to see we still at the entry point. You know, I
Oh
know
yeah,
there's
yeah.
some people that's crazy to think that, you know, some people still don't think that Ultimate Fallout 4 in the 9.8, you know, first print is not a $3,000 book. But the one thing I always talk to people about is, okay, if you can show me where a book sold for X amount of dollars one time, cool, that shit sold one time. But when you can show me 10, 12, 15 times that this book sold for that amount, that's what the fucking book goes for.
Yep.
And with these Miles books, it's just not one random sale. This shit is selling like this every week, week in, week out. You seeing these books move, which means that they liquid, which means that the market for them is vibrant. That means people are searching for that book. People are seeking these books out. And I feel like anything Miles, when this facsimile was on FOC, the two guys that do the show with me, Dark Evolution Comics and Bad Boy Nerd, they was like, oh, you just put this on here because you a Miles fanboy. I'm like, no, you can order this shit for cheap, buy fucking 30, 40, 50 of them, and you're going to be able to sell it for at least double cover price from the day that the book released. And comic book collecting is too easy. People just make it hard. Like,
Let me tell you something. So Miles Morales, if you're looking to invest in a comic book character, right? This is the way to go. Like, he's not going to take steroids. He's not going to kill anybody. He's not going to beat up a girl. He's not going to, like, say something wrong on social media. Like, this character is fluid. Like, and ninth is, if he pops his head out in this Spider-Man movie, like, you want to talk gasoline on a fire, like, dude, there is no telling where this book will. He pops his head out, hey, what's going on Miles? Like, look out. It is just going to go off. Like, books will be flying day one. They're already flying now. But like that Jurjevic variant, like, it sold for 30K. Like, and nobody's even blinking an eye. It's like, oh yeah, I knew it was going to sell for that.
And is a
He pops
newsstand
his
too?
head out. Yeah, he pops his head out. That, I guarantee that book will sell for about 50K. And that one that Nine's holding, that 9.9, man, he could probably get about $2,000 for that if his head pops out of in that Spider-Man movie. That's no bullshit. That's the way this shit is going, man.
Or just let a
Like,
black kid just look
he
to the sky to Spider-Man?
he's the rock star right now, man. I mean,
I
like,
got
nobody
about
could touch him, man.
I got about 5 more of these raw, and the what I want to do is the back of it. You see the back of it
Oh,
is is blank, so I want to get Clayton Crane, or probably I doubt I'll be able to get fucking Jerkovich to do it, but tag that Miles Morales spider logo on the back of it is what I'm
Oh,
gonna
that'd
do
be dope.
with another one. Yeah, I think that'll look real good, man. Just I
Oh, you
think
mean
this
the
book got
Spider-Verse? The Spider-Verse logo?
yeah, the Spider Verse logo. Yeah,
With the spray
on the
paint?
back of
Okay.
it. Yeah, with the spray paint. Yeah, I think that'll look dope. But I still
I
think this book got a lot of legs, man, because it's only
I
three
mean,
thousand of them, and Dennis probably kept 1,000 of them for his damn self. So
well, I mean, with I don't know if Crane would be the best person to do that because, like, he's getting up there in price, like, just to
yeah,
do anything. And then, like, look at his menu of signatures. Like, his signature would take up more than, like, that tag would.
mm-hmm.
All
So,
those
I
little
mean, like, I would
colors.
just explore Artist Alley the next time you're at a convention
Yeah.
and
I'll
find
probably
someone that
get
has a.
Van or somebody like that to do it. To be honest,
Like with Miles though, like, you got to think a lot of the stories have been like crap. They get a decent writer on a Miles book, like, Like, you know, like let's say Donny Cates, let's say if he ever did a run on Miles, what he could do for that character. Like, no, there hasn't been a writer to really level up Miles yet.
They playing it
If I
safe.
had
They're playing it
if
safe.
Yeah, yet.
if I had to pick, I would want someone like Reginald Hudlin or Christopher Priest to write Miles.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a writer to really bring Miles out as a character, if I had to give him a good character building story, it would have to be one of them.
It's a great
If
point.
All right. Let's see who.
Well, I think it's me, huh? Because that was just Joe.
Is it you?
Yeah, you're next.
Yeah, you're next. Yes, sir.
Yeezy.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with my pick with the Something Is Killing the Children foil. Yeah, those are about at like $100 right now. Like, I think I looked at the last like 3 or 4 sales. I mean, you know, we've definitely seen this book hit easily 250, and you know, I think it'll go back up to that price at the very least. The reasoning also, like, more and more people are getting priced out of 1As, but I mean, who doesn't love shiny shit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point.
I like shiny.
Yeah, I mean,
Shiny's good.
well, I mean, and also like what, you know, foils are notoriously hard to get 9/8 on. Like, those pick up fingerprints, spine ticks, like anything.
Chipping was bad with these. That foil was chipping on the spine of these pretty bad. Was why I found a lot of these, you know, when they first came out, but that chipping was so bad on the sides of them, man, that I was just like, I gotta, you know, there's no point in buying it if I can't get it, you know, to a 9/8. So
Yeah, and then I did the on-site grading for a copy I had, and it actually hit a 9/8. And then Joe, I guess I have a question. Like, are foils pressable? Like, can you press a foil comic?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, because I've heard both. Like, no, you can't. Yes, you can.
Who told you can't press foils?
Probably someone that uses a lot of heat when they press.
Yeah, you can press them.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Then
sure
I have a
had
stack of foil
book
books to send you. No,
before.
joking.
All right, Steve, it's on you, brother. What you gonna do, man?
Well, I only have one choice, right?
I think you have two.
Yeah, it should be two. It should be two in there.
I think you had the Spawn or the War Machine.
Yeah, both of them are pretty good. I'll go with mine. Mine is the Spawn 8. You know, I don't know why, but I feel like this gets overlooked. Yeah, it was printed to death, but yeah, people told me the same thing about Champions #1, and look at it now. So,
I remember that too.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. I mean, you know, it's the Todd father
and the
doing a self homage.
Iconic, yeah.
You
in
know,
the iconic pose
of, you know, yeah. I mean it, and seriously, I mean, it's that Spider-Man #1. It is an iconic of the modern era. No joke. So, yeah, I mean, if you look at what the first 50 issues of Spawn, obviously #1, you know, the first appearance. You got #9, the first Angela, and I think that one has a lot of room to grow too. All we need is, you know, some more signs pointing to the MCU. But I got to think with time, this one, you know, especially a newsstand version of it, you know, this one of the first 50 issues would probably be the next in line to see a big rise. I would think, you know, kids of the 90s would want this in a 9/8.
Yeah. Was this the first? This is the first appearance in here, right?
I think there is. Yeah. Is it First Violator or something like that. Or,
Yeah, first Violator, Vindicator, one of them.
yeah, something like that. So
Yeah.
I feel like all we have to do is when we approach the Hellboy movie, which feels like 3 years ago, people were going crazy and about Hellboy, and then totally fell off. But if we ever get some really meaningful news about something in Spawn, whether it's animation or movie, and not just the 100th promise. Big Remo, thanks, Vindicator. Then we could really see some of the Spawn really, the demand really take off and overcome the supply more so than it already has. So
Wait, didn't McFarlane announce something sometime last week about this like self-streaming service thing or whatever?
Yeah, he's always announcing things, but
yeah, I mean, until I see action, I kind of like don't
Right.
believe what he announces until there's some sort of proof of something, I guess. I don't know.
Right. I mean, I've read some of these comics journals like a Hero. Do I have a Heroes here? Yeah. Like Heroes Illustrated, which was like, I guess, a competitor to Wizard, like in the 90s. I mean, it's so funny. You see the same rumors in there that we still hear these, to this day. Like, oh yeah, there's going to be a Bone, movie made, or there's going to be a, I mean, some of these things, like the Steven Spielberg Blackhawks rumor. I mean, that goes all the way back to '90s. The live action Batman Beyond. I mean, people in the late '90s, early 2000s. So yeah, some of these we don't realize how long some of these rumors have been percolating.
Hey, Nine, can you pull up that War Machine #1 real quick?
Yeah, that's a cool book too.
Yeah, that is a cool book. I was looking at that just now.
Yeah, can you? What was the grade on that slab?
It was a 9.8.
9.8.
Okay. Scroll down a little bit on that book. Okay, look at the bottom corner there. Can you blow that up?
Yeah, give me a second.
Like the bottom left or bottom right?
Bottom left.
Oh, is there a binary tier?
Ain't no way that book's a fucking 9.8, dude.
You can see the rubs on the chrome for real.
Yeah,
you can see
dude.
the scuffs on the chrome.
Yeah, you can see fingerprints on there too, dude. Fucking bullshit, dude. No way
seen that book in the same way. I'll get a 9 too.
No way that's a 9.8, dude. See, that's what I'm talking about right there, dude. Like, if anybody from CGC is listening, dude, y'all are pulling some shit. Look at that haze right there on the foil right there. Look at that. Fucking bullshit, dude.
Could that also just be the scan of the book too?
Nah.
Like, from reflection.
Okay, go all the way down, Nine. Go all the way down. Look at that corner, dude. Look at that corner. You see under right there. See that?
Yeah.
That's not a 9.8, bro.
You can tell that's rounded too.
Bro.
That's rounded all day.
Bro, dirty.
Okay, so did I win? Because I'm about to fall asleep because it's past my bedtime.
So shit, let me go back to the board.
Sorry,
it's up
guys.
to the people, man. So y'all in the chat, y'all put who you think had the best draft. Fucking, how do I get back to the board so the people can see the fucking picks, man? Because I'm hungry as shit. I'm ready to eat.
You're hungry. I'm sleepy. Yeah.
And I'm still awake.
He's got another 2 shows to go tonight.
No, I got to practice bass for that band I tried out for because we have band practice on Saturday.
Damn, dude.
What?
There goes
Aaron never sleeps, man.
No.
Yeah,
That's a,
like when I say I'm listening to Insomniac, like people don't believe me, but it's like, yeah, I take naps.
So we let's. God damn it, man! What the fuck?
So yeah, I guess let us know in the chat, like who do you think had the, I guess we can review over what everyone picked, and then let us know who you would follow. Also, I guess on
So
that.
Steve had Infinity Hunt #1, which has like 10 first appearances in there. Moneyball spec. He had Sensational She-Hulk #5, which was a Adam Hughes cover, negative space, chrome, not chrome, but fucking foil, cleavage. That book had everything. And he had the Spawn #8, 9.8.
oh man, come on.
Let's see. Yeezy Yee had Department of Truth #1. Mace Windu Jedi of Republic #1. That was the Raza variant, and he had Something That's Killing the Children #1, the foil variant. Joe had the Amazing Spider-Man photo variant with Emma Stone and what's buddy name?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. He had Marvel Age 2006, which had fucking buddy Doc Ock unmasking Peter Parker, and he had the Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile. The one and only, the Ninth Wonder had Strike Force #1, the Greg Horn variant with Ben Win. Okay, I didn't know Ben was in here.
Yeah, where is Ben?
With Blade on the side of the van. I had Dexter #1, underrated option series. Then I had House of Slaughter #1, the 1 in 50, the Nice House on the Lake homage. Rob had Marvel Age 76, which is a dope She-Hulk cover. He had Classic X-Men #2, which is a reprint of X-Men 94. And he had the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1 in the 9.8. Samson, aka My Comic Book Journey, had Hawkeye Generations #1. He had Spider-Gwen 24 second print, and Peter Parker, the Sensational Spider-Man. Is it #1 in the 9.8? The fucking Tom Holland photo variant. You know, if I just got to give my opinion and say who I think won tonight, who had the best books, I'm gonna have to say it was me. Nah, I'm gonna say it was My Comic Book Journey. I think he did the best job tonight. Joe probably would have had the best picks, but we fucked him over and took all his damn books. So, but overall, man, I wish we would have did this a little bit earlier because I'm tired and I'm hungry, and I wasn't as organized as I normally would be. But I feel like this went great. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I mean, shit, we all winners tonight.
No, man, it's a good show, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Making
It's
us
a lot
think.
of fun. Oh yeah. It's a good way. It's a good exercise too. Like especially like, hey, let's see what we can bring to the table, and then yeah.
The number one thing I like about these drafts is you'll submit your own books, and then once you start looking through the list, you're like, well, shit, I like what such and such put on the like. You know, if we would have starved each other a little bit more and only did 3 books a piece and wouldn't have had no extras on here, man, it would have got pretty competitive. In the future, I hope to open this up and like putting some serious cash on the line and making these things more competitive. Also,
we can throw up a book or something like that.
Yeah, like put a book on the line, something like that. Yeah, make it more competitive, and we're gonna track what your books do over the long haul. So I want to open it up. So for my weekly FOC show, where it's a lot easier to kind of track what books are doing from the point that they were drafted. I want to see some of you guys come on there. You know, do an extended stay over there, and we're really gonna start to ramp up this cover picks idea a little bit more. My last idea I have for cover picks is I want to start doing like real deal comic book drafts where, you know, I buy out a collection, everybody pay evenly to get in, and we, you know, split the collection up by doing a draft on YouTube like this in real person and you know, in real time. I think that would be, you know, a dope concept. So if somebody has a collection they want to sell or anything like that, hit me up. Always paying cash. And the next collection I buy, we're gonna split it up and we're gonna do a live draft on YouTube. And we'll advertise it ahead of time so everybody knows. maybe do it on a Saturday night or something like that. That's like my ultimate goal for a cover picks draft is to fucking draft a whole collection. I think that'll
comic
be a lot
draft kings. It's gonna be some big
yeah,
trouble.
yeah.
Oh.
I think that'll be a lot of fun, man.
But you saw that link I sent you, right?
Yes, I did. I meant to talk to you about that.
Okay, we'll talk backstage. We'll talk backstage about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. But yeah, this was a great episode of a crossover of cover picks with Flipside. I really enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to Knives channel, which is in the description. If you're not already subscribing, you probably should be. And then right after his show ends, we do either Deal or Flipside. The Price is Wrong. We probably will bring back cover picks and do cross promotion again at some point in time. I mean, honestly, like we might bring it back next week, but we'll see. I mean, yeah. It was fun. We had a full house tonight and great audience participation, everything.
Yeah, we found Comic Book Journey, man. He was missing. He was
right. We haven't seen him in forever, and then out of nowhere, wins the cover pick for the first time on Flipside, right?
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Well, we didn't have any duplicate votes of who won.
Yeah,
I like Rob's. I like Rob's lineup. I think it was really solid.
Joe came in last place because everybody put Joe out of his books.
I was surprised I didn't pick one of my own books.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, the next thing. So another cover picks crossover. Cover picks. Drunken chat. Drunken cover picks. Right now, the preliminary plan is to do the best incentive ratios of 2021. That's what I'm working on right now.
Nice.
That's what I want the next crossover to be. So yeah, if we can get that put together and get that done sometime in December, I think that'll be great content. Just as far as because there's a lot of dope books that came out this year, man. Like a lot of dope incentive ratios that came out this year. So look, I hope we can get that pulled together and do that next month. So.
Oh man, that's gonna be a riot, especially with everyone drinking. Whew.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to Luke. I know Mel agreed to it. Just got to talk to Lucas about shutting down the normal format for the show for one Friday and doing cover picks for the whole entire time and really having a ball with it and giving away a fat ass prize. A big stack of 1 in 25, 1 in 50 ratio variants all from this year. So probably gonna cost me an arm and a leg to do that, but I think it'll be worth it. All right, let's get out of here, man. So Steve can take his old ass to bed.
Wait. So how does are we still doing the?
Shit, we got to do the giveaway.
Yeah.
I didn't put no names on the wheel. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna sleep.
Hey,
all right, Steve.
Love you guys. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Have a good
I
one.
don't even know what I just said. All right.
All right. Good night, you guys.
All right. Yeah. Later, Samson.
Who put names in the chat?
Let's see. We have, I think, let's see.
E-Man Tony.
I think it starts with Zero Cool, E-Man Tony, Cover Lover Comics.
Man, Cover Lover, man. Ben wasn't in this show, bro.
E-Man. Cover Lover. We should throw him out just for
yeah, man.
Well, he made and then we got Zero Cool. All right, here.
I bet that's Ben's alias.
I think he meant. Oh, see, got it together. Red Hood sounds like Ben.
Oh, okay.
So thanks. It's a compliment to you. So it's
all
to
right,
you, Joe.
Yeah, all right.
All right, let me share my screen so I can spin the wheel and get.
Okay, yeah, let me put that up.
This is the biggest wheel ever, but the smallest wheel ever.
Cover lover, baby! Cover lover!
And look
Ooh,
who
cover
won, the
lover.
cover lover. All right, so cover lover, let me know which book you want from this, and then since which book, just let me know which book you want. You get one of the three. And then who did cover lover say won?
I think he said ninth.
No, you said Red Hood.
Yeah, Red Hood. That's what I meant.
Okay. So Red Hood, you'll get whatever book that cover lover doesn't choose, you'll get the other two. I'll send them out to you.
Hell yeah, bro!
Since he chose you and he won, we'll do it like that.
I love cover lover, baby.
And you were sitting on him too.
How the ties
I wasn't. I swear.
Oh, Big Remo, you just had to tell us who had the best draft pick. Like that's all you had to do was just vote on one of the panelists, like who had the best draft.
Dude, against all odds, Red Hood came in and took down cover picks.
Even though it wasn't the books he wanted. But hey, that's not a bad thing either.
Hey,
Not at all.
hey, Ninth, if you're interested in the Ultimate Spider-Man #1 second print, let me know.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that, man. I might need to add
9-8.
Oh, I guess we missed Big Remo. He said Rob. My bad.
Remo, don't worry about it, brother. You know, man, Remo don't need no free books, man. Remo got more.
He's the biggest shark out of there.
Hey, you know,
Remo
hey,
shark,
Ninth.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Cover
wait,
lover.
whoa.
Let us know. He's still in the chat. Let us know which book you want out of those three.
Hey, Ninth, do me a favor. Send all three of those books to Cover Lover, man.
Ooh, there you go. That's awesome.
That's dope. That makes it easier for me.
Yep.
Yep. So hit up Ninth Wonder on IG or however y'all communicate. So
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, but this was definitely
that comic book karma going, man. And Rob, I got your book coming. I was gonna send him that Misty Knight Black Panther book. I don't know what I was thinking, dude. I got you.
Oh man,
I got like 6 of them. I'll give you the prettiest one, man.
And then we're also a panel full of Whatnot sellers. So when's everyone's next show on Whatnot?
Man, I was gonna do one tonight, probably tomorrow.
Cool.
I got some books coming from Brazil, Italy, and I got some coming from Mexico. On Mexico one, I have the Casada Daredevil 1 in 100 Mexican.
Wow.
I got that coming.
Nice.
I have the Kingpin one, the one that we have in our chat for 2.0. I'm gonna change my wall because Ninth Wonder's looking like mine, you know.
Well, I would say we twins, right?
You're twinsies. Twinsies.
The 1 in 25 movie.
You know what makes me feel good? Those books on Rob's wall, those are the ones I pressed for him, man. So that makes me feel fucking good, dude.
Those two.
Don't worry, something's gonna go up here.
Hey, don't forget that storm I pressed. Yeah, that one, bro.
Yeah, that one.
I can't believe that came back in 9.8, man.
I love that cover. I have 3 of them, and I said I sent you the best one, and I was like, you know what? Whatever they come back as, I don't care. But I have Stephanie Hans, number 3.
Hell yeah.
On a series nobody cared about.
I've got that one, man, but it's like 9.6. It's not as pretty as that one, though. I was like, damn.
Yeah. And this one here, this one has Ayo and Anika on the cover.
Yeah.
The Jen Bartel, World of Wakanda number 5, 1 in 25. Yeah. You don't find that in the wild at all.
That one's a 9.8. That came back a 9.8.
Yeah, I had this one. I did this one with no press. I just sent it in.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't send this to you. I sent that one in, and I sent in Gamora to Matina. They came out like the same week.
Wow. That's good.
Let's see. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night for with the Modern Playbook crew here, and then we're bringing back the Prospect 10 list, so that should be exciting. Yeah, and then this week is full of spec. I guess we could call it Specsgiving, huh?
Yeah,
but
there you go, man.
You own something.
Okay, yeah. But anyways, and then for whatnot, I will be having a all Spawn sale on Sunday. So all my books are gonna have on the list are gonna be Spawn books. So if you're looking for some stuff, I will probably not have it. No, I'm just joking. I was just throwing up a bunch of stuff I have. Some early issues, some of the later stuff. I don't have a lot of the middle stuff that everyone sought after, but you know. Anyways, and then I might do a random card show at some point in time. I haven't decided yet, but it depends on how much I rip. No, I'm just joking.
Right.
But I'll have some cool stuff coming in for that, so that should be exciting. I don't want to say too much about that until I have it in hand. Yep. Alrighty. So until next time, I guess we'll catch you on the flip side.